I've not bought a single present yet. What we have been doing is a lot of planning for 2024. I think I'm pretty safe in saying there's going to be a lot of changes next year. It's mainly due to a little thing called Gen AI and the impact that it's going to have on marketing. What can I say? We had a pretty roller coaster 2023. It was a really strong start, pretty awesome. We had loads of business streaming in, and we started expanding the team. And about 6 months in, things took a bit of a turn, and suddenly there was no new business. We got a lot of friends in other startups and businesses, and they were all saying the same thing, that essentially nobody was buying anything. So we had lots to be getting on with. We had some existing work ticking over, but we did lots of marketing as well. So lots of kind of spreading the word in terms of what we were doing around kind of Gen AI and cloud and Kubernetes. We doubled down on our existing network and marketed, and spoke to our existing clients to drum up new business. And back in May, Ashley did a fantastic presentation for the Google Catalyst program, which aims to make an inclusive workplace and equal opportunities for a balance of genders and ethnic minority communities, young people who are furthest away from the labour market through no fault of their own, and individuals who are not in education, employment or training for longer than 6 months, or those with a physical or mental challenge, and help them develop new skills to get into the cloud industry. And Ashley gave a bit of a talk on his background and how he progressed to becoming a cloud engineer on his way to becoming a co-founder of Fernie with myself. And then eventually September, October rolled around, and suddenly everything started to change. Q4 was unbelievable, and we had a flurry of new business wins and some huge successes. So here's what happened when we kept learning, marketing, and networking in 2023. First of all, we needed something that proved our experience within the Google Cloud team, and based on our past work, we were awarded the Google Cloud Compute Expertise, which is just amazing. We released our Resolution Hub Alpha, a Gen AI-powered assistant that helps cloud engineers solve cloud issues and recommend existing documents and solutions and playbooks that they already have. We ran our generative AI event for the British Interactive Media Association, and we received some great kudos on it, which is awesome. And we released our Gen AI Masterclass and POC Accelerator, which helps businesses identify, prioritize, and launch a Gen AI POC. We were asked to speak about how businesses can actually get started with generative AI at a Google Cloud and Ingram Micro event in Google's offices in London, Victoria, which was just amazing. We launched a great new product called the Cloud Project Review, so that if you're a new customer, you can quickly get a strategy for any of your websites and web services that need upgraded cloud infrastructure or hosting or monitoring. And it's really easy to get started, you just need to fill out the form. We won loads of new business from existing clients. If there are any businesses out there still struggling with winning work, your existing clients are always going to be the fastest route to winning new work. We attended a ton of great events, as you can see here. And we had a fantastic new win with Morrisons, who asked us to do Kubernetes training for their team in their UK headquarters in Bradford. And of course, we renewed our key Google Cloud certifications, as we do every 2 years. And we launched our Cloud Journeys, LinkedIn Lives and Vodcasts. And these have been absolutely massive, with a ton of people signing up and over 5,000 views on our YouTube channel already. And of course, we did loads of client work under NDA, which I can't talk about, and so much more. So 2024 is getting jam-packed already, and we're super excited about what's in store. So let's talk about our strategy for that. I'd like to double down on the events and the networking. Definitely marketing is looking like it's going to be a big one for 2024. Ashley and I worked at a global digital marketing agency for 8 years prior to starting Fernie. So marketing is something we're very interested in, and how cloud can kind of be used to help with marketing. So what do I think is making a comeback? The main thing is going to be SGE, Search Generative Experience. It's going to be massive. I can't talk too much about the SEO side, but I know the one thing that everyone's saying is that the quality of the experience is going to matter now more than ever. So that's things like your reliability, your security, your page speed. What it means is when you do a search on Google, and essentially the information's being fed back directly. So there's going to be more competition to get to some of these prime positions. So for example, these top 3 positions here, you can see kind of all the traditional search engine optimized results have been pushed down the page even further. But it's going to be important that the pages that are surfaced are giving a good experience, and giving a good experience is going to encourage them to be surfaced. I can see more businesses thinking about SLAs for their websites and services. So setting for our core functionality, whether that be kind of like a form on the page or the ability to check out or log in or whatever the functionality is for your particular web service. Setting objectives and measuring key metrics around how well that core functionality performs. So they very much guide the decisions you make around cloud. The other thing I can see being quite big is AI usage in applications and websites. So people are starting to see the power, but the key thing is to think about challenges that your business is facing right now. Our masterclass is built around this concept. It's really focusing down on those key activities that drive the most impact for you at this point in time. We built our resolution hub based on Gen AI as well. The other area I can see is obviously Kubernetes and cloud. I think most people will continue to migrate to cloud as they kind of outgrow their VM infrastructures and move to those technologies like Kubernetes and such and become more cloud native. But that said, not everything needs to be 24/7, and sometimes a small server is all you need for a small workload. Yeah, the question is really, does it need to be 24/7? Does your business rely on it? So for things like your website or your e-commerce or your software as a service application, those things need to be online. Any downtime is going to affect your SEO, your PPC, your brand perception. So I can see hybrid and multi-cloud playing more of a role for some of those larger businesses. So it's the safest option, especially for larger organizations, kind of putting eggs in baskets. If you do it cleverly, you can get the best from each of the cloud providers. Cloud security is going to be a big thing. Obviously, it's going to have to be beefed up because a lot of the attacks are now getting AI powered. So that's going to become more prevalent. Now, with increased competitiveness around customer experience, time to market is going to be more of a challenge to solve. So how quickly can you get a hotfix into production? There's going to be more of those challenges for businesses to resolve around getting the confidence they need to deploy quickly. So more from our own perspective, business is going well now. I've been thinking a lot about what works in our marketing. So webinars work, the video works, as does the in-person events and networking. And I think we're going to have to be a bit responsive as to what happens with Google and SGE. And Google, of course, is a big part of our strategy, so we'll continue working very closely with them as the Google Cloud partner. Despite the naysayers, that Gemini model looks seriously impressive, and Google have a lot riding on it with their search activity. The Vertex AI tool suite has been an absolute dream to use. We've had some really good experiences with that, so I can see a lot of businesses adopting that once they kind of begin to experience it and see how useful and fast it is to start building your own custom models there. Our goal is still to build the business through technology. We want to make sure that this is a scalable solution and we're actually using technology to build better processes, more intelligent processes that scale well and can be cost effective. The cloud skills challenge is still a challenge, and it's getting even more challenging with the fact that they're now looking for cloud engineers with experience in deploying AI related workloads, which is even more niche. So that's compounding that challenge further. Okay, let's go ask Ash what he thinks. So for those of you who don't know, Ashley is my co-founder and director of cloud services at Fernie. So quick question for you, Ash. So what was the best part of 2023?
2023 has definitely been a fantastic year for innovation. We've seen lots of advancements in the cloud space. We've seen advancements in security. We've seen advancements in data, advancements in machine learning. We've seen the growth of generative AI. Some of these tools have been around for a few years now, but the general awareness and advancements of them have made them much more accessible, and people's understanding of how they will benefit the business has certainly increased over the past year. We've seen a huge set of new tools that have come out around automation, really bringing in advanced DevOps, advanced software capabilities and data capabilities. And we've also seen a huge advancement in productivity as well. There's a lot of different things right now that are helping businesses be more efficient, being more productive, and helping cope with some of the post-COVID complexities that have come out.
Yeah, there's a lot of automation and augmentation going on there. And so what do you think is going to be the biggest thing in cloud in 2024?
Well, we've talked a lot about these machine learning, AI, and its different capabilities, but right now they're still very hard and complex to run unless you're using the fully managed services. Vertex AI from Google is a fantastic tool that offers lots of features out of the box. But many companies still require having better control and governance over their data, over the way that they're running and training these models. So I think large language models and machine learning and self-hosted machine learning running on tools such as Kubernetes is going to be a big hit for 2024 for sure. There's lots of good events that are coming out. There's some pretty good stuff coming out in Q1 and Q2. Lots of networking is happening right now. We've seen a big growth in partnerships happening. We've done a lot with direct customers in 2023. In 2024 and in Q4 of 2023, we've certainly had a lot more engagements that come through partnerships rather than direct customers. So I think as these tools are advancing and getting more specialists, we can see more partnerships between companies evolving.
Awesome. So we've got some great events lined up already for 2024. We've got some webinars booked in, and lots to think about in terms of how we're going to grow the business. We've been getting loads of interesting leads and RFPs in, especially due to the crossover of cloud and AI in our business. So the whole team's really excited about what we're going to see in 2024. But we're going to take a bit of a break and enjoy the festivities. I hope you get a chance to do the same. Thank you so much. We hope you have a fantastic Christmas holiday, and we'll see you in the new year.
Merry Christmas.